The London Royal Ravens $25,000 Warzone tournament. So we covered the Nate Shot $100,000 tournament yesterday, right, chat? And that was pretty cool. And now we're going to let's talk about this tournament, and then let's talk about some news in the Warzone world and just in general, just Warzone, and just, talk about some bullshit. So right now, these are the winners of the tournament. I don't really know how the tournament bracket worked or the format, but this is what we're working with right here. So we got we got your 25K. So Mutex's team won, which was Mutex, Blastful, and Stoves. And then Tyler Teep, which is Teepee, he got second. HusKerrs teams got third, and Vicstar team got fourth. How many teams were in this tournament, chat? How many teams were in this tournament? There's 10 teams in the tournament? Okay, so this is pretty good. So what do we have, the prize split and stuff? But this isn't bad. So we got the $25,000 Warzone tournament. Mutex won this. Tyler Teep won this. So the way this worked, if I'm correct, is you had two pro player Warzone players, and then after the pro player Warzone players, you had one influencer. Stoves was an influencer. I think Vin or someone named Vin was on Teep's team. I feel like a big thing for these tournaments is not only having two really good players on the team, but I feel like your influencer was the most important thing. Or am I wrong? Hello, Joe. Later, Lamberto. I appreciate you. Right? Second one, 6K total. So you got $2,000 each for TP's team. So that's not bad, bro. It's not a bad payoff for some Warzone, man. Especially because this wasn't a super, super crazy major, $100,000 tournament. But still, this is dope out of the Royal Ravens. This is dope. So this was not bad. I want to see if the London Royal Ravens had anything else. Oh, so this is the bracket and stuff, and this is how it worked. So this is how it worked. Let's move my face cam box on the bottom right here. So this is how it worked right here. You had round one, Team HusKerrs, and then, so that's how it works, dude? That's really cool. So basically the way it worked is you had round one. You had all these teams in round one. The bottom four teams that did the worst got sent to losers bracket immediately. And then the bottom three teams got eliminated. Bottom three teams got eliminated. Oh, this is pretty cool. So round two, the bottom three teams got eliminated. The bottom three teams got eliminated. So then these teams got dropped to losers bracket in round three, and these winners moved on. So these three moved on to round three. Team Mutex, Tommy, Super Evan, and Rated moved on to round three, but in losers. Then they had the bottom three right here, got smoked, and then the championship round. So Mutex actually made a losers bracket run. That's pretty cool. So yeah, if you guys don't know exactly how the format worked in general, the way it worked is you would run a kill race for an hour, you and your trio, and you would try and get the best games that you can, the most amount that you can. So 78 kills, 77, 66, the one game, your best game. And then that would be your score for that 1 hour. So Mutex made a losers bracket run because he got 46 on this one, but then dropped 69, 94, wow, and then ended up winning the championship round. So there you go. So that's the winners. That's actually nuts, dude. So what do you guys think of this format before we move on to the HusKerrs Howl and stuff? I want to talk about that a little bit and get some more predictions. The HusKerrs Howl is more really, really competitive, considering it's there's no influencer or anything like that. It's just straight the best of the best. Gangstas, Speed Junkie, thank you very much. I appreciate you. So what do you guys think of this format? I don't know. I think the format's weird because I'm not a big fan of kill races, and the reason why, and we talk about this all the time, the bot races or whatever you want to call them, is it's really hard in bot races because the thing with lobbies, it's not about having sweaty lobbies or anything of the sort. It's the fact of how long the lobby holds. Think about it. Some people have 70 people left in the third circle, and then some people have 70 people left in the first circle. And right then and there, the discrepancy between those lobbies is just impossible. It's just so hard to get consistency for the best team to win. Either way, to win a kill race or a bot race, you have to play really, really well, and you have to do really, really good, of course. But on top of that, it's also really hard because of how much RNG can be with how long lobbies last and how much, bot lobbies and all that. So it's what do you guys think? What's your favorite format? Personally, my favorite format is 2 versus 2 wager style. Odd man out's a pretty cool format too. You don't see that very much though. Deep mentioned that it was good to get a break between rounds instead of stressing for 5 hours. That's definitely cool. I'll definitely say after like kind of reviewing this format a little bit more, I think not stressing for 5 hours is better. And the reason why, hear me out. In a 5-hour kill race, if you start the first 3 hours and you're kind of getting like fried and you're not doing that well, 9 out of 10 times you're not winning it. And you kind of know you're not winning it. And like, that kind of sucks, right? It's just like how it goes. A 5-hour kill race is really, really tough for that reason. Where this is like a different format that was pretty cool. I don't think it's the best, but I think it was better than just like a traditional, like, 5-hour kill race. I think 2v2 best of 3 is the best format for me, for sure. Odd man out is really, really cool, too. I think odd man out is really, really cool. I think that's dope. You don't get to see that too often, but I think the odd man out wager is cool because then you have to send your absolute demon that's really good at like getting kills by himself to, be the odd man out. So that's a pretty cool thing, for sure. So yeah, I just wanted to, get your thoughts on that for sure, because I didn't know like what people thought of that and everything. But I think this was a pretty cool way to like incorporate kill races, but also kind of like a bracket style format or like a heat, which is a little bit more like not kill race, but it's still a kill race. And it kind of just gives you like that 1 hour to perform and have your best game that you can have. And what, in 1 hour, you would say it's safe enough to say that in 1 hour, you get 2 to 3 games, right? To have your best game. Or what would you say? What was everyone in the tournament getting? 1 hour, 1 game, 2 game, 3 games, like what? Probably 2 full games played out and a half, or like 1 game you chalk it and like 2 full games to get like that banger lobby. No? Of course, there's always luck with the lobbies, bro. That's kind of what I was just saying. It's really hard to get a fair kill race tournament just because of how hard it is to get everything, on a fair playing field where people are across the world, people are in Europe, people are in the United States, people are in other places. It's really hard because some people have easier lobbies, quote unquote. It's a weird one. Just make your own luck. I agree and disagree. You can't really make your own luck though, Joe. You know how it goes. If you have 60 people left in the first circle, that's not like you can't do anything about that. If your lobbies hold, then that's on you. But if your lobbies don't hold, then you're fucked. Like if your lobbies hold, that's on you to get the kills and no one else. And then you can make your own luck. But if your lobbies don't hold by like the second circle, there's only 40 people left. Doesn't matter who you are, bro. You're just not going to see enough people. That's the issue. That's why I wish a lot of these tournaments were more 2v2 style, but this also gets a lot more people involved. So it's kind of tough. Easy, pretty cool. Only significant downside is having a fair or even third. Well, this was more of like a different like influencer, like celebrity, like kind of, this was more of a relaxed tournament in my opinion. I don't think this was like super sweaty. Like all the influencers and celebrities weren't grinding their ass off to be a pro Warzone player. This was a little bit more fun. You meet someone new, you meet a celebrity or an influencer or whatever you want to call them, and you kind of go about your day. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. So I think it was a cool tournament to get other people involved, for sure. We need a 2v2 March Madness style tournament. Would be fire. Yo, that would be dope. That would be so fucking cool. That would be so cool, dude. Relaxed tournaments are a nice change of pace. Yeah, I mean, dude, there's so many Warzone tournaments. There's just so much more to do. You know what I mean? I feel like there's just so much more to do. In kill races, why do pros never leave one man last alive in each team, kill them, allow to regain, and bring back teammates? Because you don't farm like that, bro. If you find a bot lobby and you kill a team of 4, but you only kill 3, if the 4th guy is a bot, he's not buying back 3 people. And by the time he is, you have to get on the other side of the map. But it's going to take too long. You can't farm like you can in other games. Like it's just going to take too long. You can't guarantee that they're not going to die. If they don't, like, if he's a bot and he's absolutely shit, he's probably going to die anyway. And if he doesn't die, bro, finding $4,000 is not easy. So that's the reason why they don't do that most of the time. The only time you'll ever see a Warzone pro trio or a quad do that is when the Warzone pro sees like a most wanted. I'll leave a most wanted alive, and I'll be like, yo, hopefully he comes back. I'll leave a most wanted like alive if he's in like a Bertha and he's running around and being annoying. But I won't do that for something else. Is there tournaments for bots? When I was running the Crowder tournaments, there was, yeah. The Crowder Cash Cups were for bots. But yeah, all right, let's talk about the HusKerrs Howl. Let's learn about it a little bit. I don't know too much about it, but I want I want to cover the Warzone world a little bit more with you guys. Talk about some Warzone tournaments. Get our predictions and stuff. Who tweeted the HusKerrs Howl thing, guys? Did HusKerrs tweet it? HusKerrs has a tournament? Yeah, guys, look. Look at the tweet right here. HusKerrs says, excited to announce that we are bringing back HusKerrs Howl with $200,000 prize money in over 5 tournaments to pull together the best Call of Duty Warzone players and identify the real top dog. First tournament is a $20,000 trios kill race tomorrow at 12 p.m. PST. At 12 p.m. PST. Tomorrow. So, with that being said, is there like a list of teams that have qualified for this already or no? Chat, what is there anything? Or no? That's the thing. Is there anything for this or not at all? I will not be playing in this tournament tomorrow, guys. I will not be. I will not be in this. I'll be covering it if I can, like maybe on like a Saturday morning or something. But I will not be playing in this. I might cover it a little bit with like a Crowder Hours podcast if you guys don't mind that. Maybe a watch party if I get home in time. But I will not be playing it. Players were informed last week, I believe, but there's not like a list of teams already, right? So we can't really do predictions without a list of teams. If they're in it, a trios kill race, money is 100% on Swag, Biffle, and Booyah. I'm sure they're going to be in it, right? I'm sure they're going to be in it. No, we don't need to spam HusKerrs Twitter to get in. I don't want to play it tomorrow, guys. I don't want to play. I don't want to play it. I don't want to be a part of it. Nothing. I just want to watch it and then cover it for like a podcast or something. Me, Crowder, and Sim, easy wins. Yeah. I'm down. Let's do it. We would fry. No one would stop us. No one would stop us. Watch party, say less. Yeah, if I'm home in time, we can do it. I don't know when I'm going to be home and stuff tomorrow. I don't know my plans. You guys know the weekends are kind of tough for me. But we'll see. But yeah, so if anyone knows teams, what's the best teams that we know about, chat? Let's just talk about that. What's the best teams that we know about? Did we get quote tweets here? I think there was a few quote tweets, yeah? Playing in this with Tfue and Blastful. All right, that's 1. Super Evan and Repulse. That looks like 2. Breadman and... I don't know who this is. But that's cool. Okay, Isaac looks like he knows people that are just like low-key gods. Swag, Biffle, and Booyah. Jukies might be playing in it. I don't know what that tweet looks like. Swag, Booyah, and Biffle is probably a team. Playing this with, okay, Picnic Basket, Oakley, and Nick. I'm sure Aided Rated are playing. All right, this is pretty cool. So we got some good teams. And with that being said, let's make some predictions. Who's going to win? JoeWo, Stu. Ooh, any JoeWo, Stu, and Mutex? My man said Breadman. I don't know how to pronounce that, bro. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, Joe. I don't know who that is. I'm not like being mean. I just don't know how to pronounce that, and I don't want to sound like an asshole. I'm not doing that. I'm not, I can't read in the first place. So you guys think Swag, Booyah, and Biffle are going to win? Bro, I'm not going to lie, bro. I know Hawaiian host is not allowed, but I feel like Stu is like the kill race king on top of Biffle. I think Biffle's really good. Oh, Z-Laner, clutch and destroy. Man, dude. I feel like Stu always makes it work. Or am I wrong? I feel like Stu, for some reason, is like a kill race fiend. Tommy Almond, Noobs. Noobs is really good at kill races too, bro. I swear. I feel like Noobs always does well in those. I want a Teep dub. Who's Teep playing with? Unrational and Scummin? Was I right about that? Unrational and Scummin? Biffle, I mean, bro, if we're being real right here, I mean, you guys can feel free to disagree. I think that Biffle is the best kill race player on the planet. I think if you're playing Biffle, I swear that man always has the craziest KD with the craziest highest average thing and everything. I don't know. I feel like Biffle is someone that if I'm a betting man, I'm going with Biffle, Booyah, and Swag. I don't know. I feel like for some reason, every time those three play together, they do really, really good. I think Biffle is probably like a top 3 Warzone player right now, just in general. My thing with Biffle is that he just doesn't get to play a lot because he's in high school, right? Isn't Biffle in high school? Am I wrong about that? I feel like Biffle doesn't get to play every tournament because of how, he's like a kid. He's still got high school and shit, right? So like, if we're saying Biffle in the summertime is gonna win like every tournament, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. I think it's gonna be between Biffle's team and, dude, I'm telling you now, I think JoeWo and Stu are gonna have a good day. I think JoeWo and Stu. I don't know who their player is, but I think JoeWo and Stu. For some reason, I feel like Stu or Noobs, any team that they're on, for some reason does pretty well in the world of Warzone kill races. But I'm going Booyah, Biffle, and Swag. I think Booyah and Biffle are fucking insane, and Swag is really, really good. Like, I think they have a really good team. Thoughts on gun skill versus team chemistry in kill races? I mean, team chemistry comes down, like, I think the way you start kill races are really important. That's why I think Booyah, Swag, and Biffle are in a good spot, because they play together a lot. I think, like, tell me if you guys think I'm wrong. I would love to hear your opinion. I think kill races, like, it's about how you start those lobbies. If you start those lobbies with like 10 kills or 12 kills, you have a lot of money in a loadout and you can go your separate ways. That's where I think you have a really good game. I think it's really tough to have a really good game if you don't have a solid start and get in that loadout, right? So confirm Joe, Stu, and are playing with Mutex. Yeah, I think that's a good team, and I think the Noobs team is really good too. Tommy Almond and Noobs. Need one to be a little selfless and have money at all times. Yeah, like I think Booyah, Biffle, and Swag are pretty good at keeping their money up. And I also think Biffle is really good at just not dying a lot. So I think my money's on them. I think my money's on them. Fuck it. If Booyah, Biffle, and Swag win tomorrow, I'll gift the chat 20 subs. I'll gift the chat 20 subs. We'll get 20 new members of the crowd. I'm putting, so that's what, $100? I'm putting $100 down that Booyah, Swag, and Biffle win the tournament. Lock it in. If I'm a betting man, I'm locking it in. I'm going with Biff. What do you guys think? Anyone want to bet? I'll probably forget about it, so you can bet right now, and then I probably won't remember the payday. Oh! Merc with the 20 gifted. Thank you very much, Joe. I love you very much. Everyone show some love to Mercs in the chat. Merc, or work, I'm sorry. Let's get a work in the chat. Yeah, work. Works. So someone said Tommy Almond and Noobs. All right. Well, are you willing to put 20 gifted subs on that if they win? But no, seriously. I think Twerks in the chat. I actually like that, Joe. You want to do that? That's Joe's new gimmick. Every time Joe gives subs or does something cool, it's Twerks in the chat or Crowder Cakes in the chat. Yep. There we go. But yeah, I'm definitely going Biff, Booyah, and Swag tomorrow. How many tournaments have they won in kill races? Like 3 or 4 of them? Was it 3 or 4 of them? HusKerrs aided and raided. Ooh, I forgot about that team. Man, that's a good team too. I'm still sticking to my guns, bro. I'll put 10 gifted on Tommy Almond and Noobs. All right. I'm down. Like I said, I'll forget about that anyway, so you don't probably have to not pay it out. But if you're a man of your word, we'll do it. Won the last 2 in a row. Yeah, dude, I'm going them. HusKerrs aided and raided, though, are very likely to win as well, probably. There's a lot of good teams. I'm sure I'm forgetting a few of them, like the Tfue team's good. What do you guys think of this? I know there's usually like delays and stuff in kill race tournaments. Do you think stream sniping is a thing that helps or hurts anyone? Like, you think if like you get a lot of stream snipers, yeah, it makes it harder, but also does it make it a little bit easier or no? What's your opinions on it? I'll throw 5 gifted on Swag, Biff, and Booyah. Okay. I'm thinking Swag, Biff, and Booyah. So I'm in for that. Thank you very much for that resub. You think both? People get free kills all the time, but also hunted. So now here's the question to anyone, if this gets uploaded to YouTube, anyone in the comments and anyone here. If you're a huge streamer, are you at an advantage or a disadvantage playing a kill race tournament, meaning just bot races, if you're a big streamer? Is it better or worse to get hunted, but also get free kills? What do you guys think? Because if the stream snipers are ass, Hey, that probably helps you, right? But if the stream snipers are demons, you know, you see where I'm going with that? Yo, Diddy with the 20 gifted subs. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you so much, Diddy. Immortal, thank you very much for the 13 months. I personally think it's a disadvantage, by the way. I personally think that having that many stream snipers is a disadvantage. And the reason I say that is I play with Symphony and Tfue a lot in the morning, and Merc's in here too. Joe's in here too. He'll probably attest to this. You play a different game, man. When those people are hunting you down, it's really hard because a lot of times when they hunt you down, if they're smart, they don't hunt you down and just run at you. They get into like a rooftop near where you're going to be, and then they shoot you in the fucking ass. And then you're like, damn it, bro. And then they kill you, and then they go in your chat, and they're like, GG's, dude, this shit on you. And you're like, okay, dude, that was pretty quick that you're in the chat already, so I don't know. I personally think getting hunted sometimes is definitely helpful, but I think it's more of a bad thing than it is a good thing. That's like my opinion on it. I think it's more of a little bit of a disadvantage. Someone says advantage. Personally, I feel like some people would go after the competition for you if they like you. Why would they not win? Why would they not want you to win? Well, the thing is, Cat Daddy, there's a lot of people, man, that are out there that like to stream snipe their favorite streamer in a tournament, or not their favorite streamer, just like a streamer in the tournament, just to ruin their day. Just to ruin their day. Wait, you want me to pull up the Tommy clip? You want to see what I'm talking about? You want to see what I'm talking about? I'll pull up the Tommy clip. Did Tommy tweet it? Excuse the quality here, chat. Excuse the quality. But this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Ready? So, like, this guy's an absolute rat. This is what we're talking about, bro. And this is what I'm talking about with stream sniping and kill race tournaments. Watch. Listen to this. Just listen. Tell me this doesn't piss you off, bro.
Well, honest.
Oh, yeah, I'm dead. No way, that's Tommy, bro? Come the fuck on. Do you know who that is? Hey.
No, but he had 100 thieves.
Yeah, he's in 100 Thieves, dude. Fucking pussy, bro. I hate that fucking guy.
First of all, to make it clear, Tommy is one of the nicest people ever. So, I'm a big believer. How can you hate someone without ever meeting them? And Tommy, on top of that, is one of like the nicest people in the world. So, like, the whole "I hate that fucking guy" gimmick is dumb.
He's streaming? Yeah, he is, dude. He's in a tournament, bro. They're playing. I'm stream sniping this pussy.
Let's get it.
Winner fucking gulag, bro. Winner gulag.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. You see what I mean? That shit is dumb. That shit is dumb. Like, that's the reason why Raven needs to make a streamer mode. That's the reason why stream sniping, in my opinion, is dumb. Because if that guy, I don't know who the fuck that is. Who the fuck cares? If that guy is decent at the game, he can ruin Tommy's tournament. And it's all because he has an advanced UAV on the left side, and he knows exactly where he is. And there he goes. Yeah, Tommy's one of the nicest people in the world. If you hate Tommy, you just don't know the guy. Oceanic, by the way, thank you very much for that 713 sub. I appreciate it. So, like, that's the issue with not having a streamer mode. And so what the streamer mode's supposed to do is when that kid kills Tommy, oh my God, it's Tommy. You wouldn't know it's actually Tommy because his name would be like like Big Apple 562. It's like, it would be like a random generated name in the kill feed instead of saying 100 Thieves Tommy. So that guy would never know Tommy killed him, and then not knowing Tommy killed him, he wouldn't pull up his stream and then stream snipe him. You know what I mean? So, like, all of that being said, that's why streamer mode needs to be implemented in this game ASAP, because there's hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line, and shit like that happens all the time, and that's just, like, not fair to people that are competing. And Fortnite has it, by the way. Other games have this. This is not rocket science with streamer mode. This is not something that I'm, I'm not being innovative here. I'm just saying what they need to do, in my opinion. But, like, yeah, that shit's just dumb. And, like, yeah, I don't know how you can hate on someone or hate people that you've never met, but that's just my personal opinion, You might not agree with some of the shit they do, but if you never, like, actually sat down and had a conversation with someone, I don't know how you can hate them. I think hate's a pretty strong word in that sense. But yeah, that guy's an absolute loser. But, yeah, whatever. So that stuff's stupid, and that's what we're talking about. Like, that stuff probably shouldn't be good. Cold War has a streamer mode? No, it doesn't. Cold War doesn't have a working streamer mode either. Your name comes up in the lobby chronic. So like it will say, like, say if I'm Celium, it will say Celium in the lobby, and then that streamer mode will kick in. But if you're in the lobby and you see that you're playing against Celium, you know he's in there. You know what I mean? Raven tweeted a streamer mode is coming. No, I'm not. Yeah, I know. I'm actually very happy about that, but that's the reason why it should have been in probably earlier, in my opinion. And since it's not in already, in my opinion, that's kind of dumb. But the fact that it's coming, I'm happy as shit. Obviously, I'm not a big streamer compared to like some of the people that we're talking about right now. I don't get like, tens of thousands of viewers, but it's still. Just little things like that are stupid. It's just dumb. I can't lie, never stream snipe, but I've been killed by Symphony before and realized it was him. So when I won the gulag, I definitely came back and tried to kill him. Just saying. I mean, bro, even if you didn't pull up your stream, the fact that you killed Symphony, then you knew it was Symphony, or he killed you and you knew it was him. Now you're gonna play like extra sweaty, because you know it's him, and now you're gonna camp corners and you're gonna try and get him in the back. It's just how it goes. So like, I understand that. I totally understand like where you're coming from with that. I'm not even gonna roast you. If you pull up his stream and like blatantly stream snipe it, that's kind of loser-ish behavior. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, that's why I think it's a disadvantage though, man. Because like all it takes is one decent player. All it takes is one decent player to give you that, and that's it. I mean, if I run into a mate, I'm going to go extra sweaty. And don't get me wrong. If you die to someone that you know and it's a friend or it's a streamer and you don't stream snipe them and you get extra sweaty, there's nothing wrong with that. There really is nothing wrong with that. It's annoying sometimes, being against that. But there is nothing wrong if you just play fair and square and you don't stream snipe. That happens. And I'm sure there's been streamers that have had that happen and then like complained about it. That's fair. If dude, for example, if I were to run into you, I kill you, you go, oh no, I know who that is, it's Crowder. And then you land and you don't stream snipe and you go 100% to kill me and you kill me, GG. GG. That's it. But if you pull up the stream and you go, yo, he's rotating over here, I'm going to go to this building and cut him up, you're a loser. That's the difference. You see? There's the difference between stream sniping and just being good. If a streamer mode was available to everyone, what do you think of hackers using streaming mode, using it to hide their name and can report/block post-game because it showed a different name when you were killed? So that's my thing with the streamer mode. There's a lot of hacking in the game, and clearly they're trying to do their best about it, but obviously it's not working the best, but they're doing their best, whatever. I think there has to be a way to where, like, after you die in the lobby, you can, like, code, like, uncode the name or something. There has to be a way that they can implement that you can see the name after the fact of the lobby. Or something of the sort. I'm sure, again, if this goes on YouTube in the comments below or you guys have any ideas, there's probably a really, really good solution to make that work. I just don't know how it would be. That's probably why it's taken them a little bit longer, honestly, to make this streamer mode, is probably because that's actually a huge issue and you can't block and report cheaters. But there's definitely a way and a solution to make that go pretty smooth. I don't really know it off the top of my head. Applications for a streamer mode? No, I think a streamer mode should be given to everybody. I don't think you should apply to it, because what's the difference between an application? You have to average a certain amount of viewers. That's kind of stupid to me. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that. Maybe your account has to be verified for a month to get a streamer mode. Maybe that. Or something. Like, is that what you're talking about in applying for a streamer mode? Like, maybe you're saying something like verification of the account being, like, legit. Like, if you ever been banned, you can't get a streamer mode because you lose your privilege or something like that or something. A random generated name would be linked to that specific player daily, so it's an easy fix. Maybe something like that. Yeah, like your daily. I don't know. That could be a thing. But then at the same time, that doesn't fix it, because then, like, for example, say if my name is Pineapple42, like my random generated name, my name's Pineapple42 for the day. So now you kind of know again. I don't think it would be as common, but for someone like Nick Merckx, who has 70,000 viewers, if you kill Pineapple42 and it's Nick Merckx, you're going to know. You know what I mean? A lot of new streamers trying to come up depend on having people see their TTV clan tag and try and drive people to view their stuff. And there's nothing wrong with a TTV clan tag. And if that's the case, you just don't use your streamer mode. If you want people to see, you know what I'm saying? You just don't use your streamer mode. Bro, if you die, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with a TTV clan tag. Everyone starts somewhere. Dude, there was a point in time where I had 1 to 5 viewers. You know what I mean? I totally understand that. The only way TTV is weird is when you're stream sniping someone blatantly over and over and over again, and you're just trying to get clout by killing Symphony in a game or something. That's the weird part about it. But if you're just trying to get people to view your channel, there's nothing wrong with that. I think account verification is somewhere where you need to be. I think they have to make it like legit or something of the sort. And maybe if you ever get banned for cheating, like you lose your, you lose your streamer mode ability. I don't know. There's something there. There's something there. I'm sure they're working on it. I'm sure someone has said it, but anti-cheat has to be the #1 priority. I mean, listen. I personally don't think that getting an anti-cheat is like the #1 priority. I feel like if that was the case, I feel like it would have been done already. I think they're looking for other solutions for hacking, in my opinion. I don't know. You guys can disagree. Let me know what you guys think in the comments too if you're watching on YouTube, but I just feel like that's probably not their #1 priority in the sense of like getting an anti-cheat. I think they're trying to find other ways to make cheating better. I don't know. I could be wrong. That's me just spitting bullshit. I have no clue. Other solutions like what? I don't know. I'm not saying I know anything. I just feel that if they wanted to have a streamer mode, an anti-cheat, I think they probably could have done it already, is kind of what I'm saying. Just because there's a streamer mode doesn't mean you can't report the guy who just killed you. But say a hacker kills you and is his random generated name, then you go to your recent players and you don't know what his name was. How do you report him? You know what I mean? Because sometimes you die to a cheater, but you don't get to spectate him because you go to the gulag. You know what I mean? And it's pretty simple to, know that he was cheating when he has 70 kills at the end. You see where I'm coming from there? If they don't have an anti-cheat 3 to 5 days in between ban waves, it needs to be the norm. Yeah, no, they've done a lot better. Don't get me wrong. I'm not giving them shit. Like, hacking has been kind of annoying probably this last week, but like they've done better with the ban waves and stuff. But I just don't think an anti-cheat program is what they're thinking of, because I personally think if they were thinking of that, it would have been done already. That is what I think. I do not know. Why can't recent players just show the anon name? There you go. That could easily work too. I don't know how the programming of a streamer mode goes with the code of the game and the UI and the dashboard and all that stuff. I have no idea. I'm obviously not very into that. So if you can do that pretty easily, then maybe you're fine. You know what I mean? Maybe then that's the solve. If you use an anonymous mode, your anonymous mode is also in recent players. And then there you go. Done. If you kill Pineapple 42 or, Pineapple 42 is cheating on your recent players, if his name is Pineapple 42, you're done. Easy peasy. Right? That could be it. I bet it's a BattleNet issue too. I'm sure there's other issues that you don't know. I would say the one thing that's really tough to really speculate from the outside in is you don't really understand what goes into like making a game and all the politics and other stuff probably that goes into making decisions that you can't just snap your fingers and do it. As someone who works for a large corporation, it's very hard to do something big. The bigger the ship, the harder it is to steer. Well, that's what I mean. I think a lot of things that go into a company that is so big like this company, I don't think you can just snap your fingers and make it happen. And I think a lot of people forget to see that when they're complaining about things. But at the same time, I totally understand people that have, I totally understand people that have rage moments and they obviously, project how they're feeling about the situation too. I've done it myself. I'm not going to lie. I've died to 6 hackers in a row and lost my fucking shit, But it happens to everybody. But yeah, we got our predictions for the HusKerrs Howl. I'm thinking Biffle and Swag and Booyah are winning. I'm putting 20 gifted subs if we win it. Is there anything else going on in the Warzone tournament? Warzone tournament world or Warzone community that I've missed, chat? I feel like the Warzone community right now, tournament-wise, is pretty standard. I haven't missed any of the drama. We talked about the Isaac and Booyah drama yesterday, not like between them, but just like the whole like discrepancy of throwing the helicopter and backing out and stuff, all that. We did that. I'm not missing anything else, right? Did Sim win that 100K tournament? No, he did not. Are you playing tournaments in the offseason? Probably have more of a chance to play them in the offseason for sure. For the World Series of Warzone, are the CDLs playing in the tournament or the org specifically signing Warzone pros? I don't think CDL pros are going to be playing in the World Series of Warzone because they can't really play Warzone and Cold War at the same time. The CDL is a full-time job and more, and it's on a different engine. So playing 2 different games, you see where I'm coming from? It's just really bad for the CDL, and also you're probably not going to be at peak shape for Warzone either. I don't think, if I'm on a CDL team and one of my players is practicing for a Warzone tournament, I'm dropping them. Just being very transparent. If I am playing to be a world champion in the CDL, and, you're telling me that you're going to go scrim Warzone, I'm telling you to get the fuck off the team and you're losing your contract. Like Scump even denied it. Like he said he's probably not going to play too much Warzone. Yeah, dude, The CDL is way too much time and effort to be fucking around like that, in my opinion, especially on a different engine. You're just getting dropped from the fucking team. Asim's in the chat. He's a CDL pro. He knows what I'm talking about. If someone said that they were practicing for a Warzone tournament over scrimming Asim, imagine. It'd just be like, all right, you know, enjoy your Warzone. Have fun. You're gone. Are you telling Simp that? Simp's not doing that because Simp's not an idiot, in my opinion. Simp's one of the best players in the world, and Simp wouldn't choose to do that to his teammates and be dumb. So I would never be in that situation because Simp is not stupid. JoeWo, the GOAT, 17 months. Yo, Joe. We got JoeWo in the chat, Warzone Pro himself. Joe, we're doing a little like podcast on Warzone right now, and we're talking about the HusKerrs Howl. I picked Booyah, Biffle, and Swag to win. I'm going to be very transparent with you, but I said your team has got a really, really high chance of winning with Stu. I think you, Stu, and Mutex are a really good team. I do. Joe, who do you think's winning? If it wasn't going to be you, Joe, who do you think's winning? Let's get JoeWo's predictions. If it wasn't going to be your team, JoeWo, who is winning the kill race tournament tomorrow? To be completely honest, I'm not sure the teams, but anyone betting against Aiden is faded. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm betting against Aiden right now. But I think Aiden's team's fucking incredible too. We had a whole talk about it before. Aiden's team's nasty. I mean, bro, a lot of these trios, dude, are insane, to be honest with Joe. I just, for some reason, I have like a huge belief right now in Biffle just being fucking nasty. I think Biffle is really, really good in kill race format. So we'll see. You know what I mean? How bad felt losing back-to-back champs finals as a coach? I mean, bro, what? We got finals back-to-back. I don't really, like, that happens. You lose some and you win some. That stuff doesn't really affect me. Are there any top Warzone players that you can think in hanging the CDL? We talked about it in the last Crowder Hours that got uploaded to YouTube today. So if you want to go check out the last Crowder Hours, it's on YouTube right now, and we had a whole talk about that. Long story short, I think yes and no. But yeah, we go way more in depth in that Crowder Hours if you want to go on YouTube. It should be timestamped and stuff. Literally just depends on your lobbies. Mutex and I were dropping 65 kill plus duo trios last night, but just depends on tomorrow. Oh, dude, Joe, yeah, we had a whole conversation about this on predictions and like just lobbies and kill races in general. I was saying, like, dude, it really just comes down to how long your lobbies hold. If you have a lobby with like fourth circle and 60 left, that is on you to win. But if you have a first circle with 60 left, doesn't matter how good you are, bro, you're fucked. You know how it goes. So, of course, may the lobbies ever be in your favor, but at the same time, like, for some reason, I feel like Biffle just, on top of like having good lobbies and stuff, I feel like he always does it. But yeah, of course, you really can't predict the kill race too well. But I put 20 gifted if they win. I'm gifting my my chat 20. But it's gonna be crazy. But I think teams with Stu on it for some reason in kill races do really well. I think Tommy, Almond, and Noobs is a really good team. Aided and rated teams, insane. Like, so we'll see. I don't know. It really just comes down to who gets the lobbies for sure. Celia, Mabizi, and Priesta had the quads world record with Vicstar towards Warzone came out. CDL players can definitely fry in Warzone if they wanted to. Bro, that's not the argument. I think the argument is could some of the Warzone people, like controller Warzone players, be controller pros in the CDL? I talked about it. I talked all about how that works in the last podcast, so I'm not going to go super in depth with it again. But yeah, CDL pros frying in Warzone is not even, dude. Warzone is public match lobbies. Majority of the lobby out of the 150 people that are playing in the lobby, majority of the lobby has like a 1 to 1.5 to a 0.8 KD. Pro players are fighting the best players in the entire fucking universe 45 times in a hard point. You know, it's a completely different. Whereas the podcast is on YouTube. All these Crowder Hours will always be on YouTube. If we ever do a show about Warzone or anything, it'll always be on YouTube. All these talks and stuff will be like long episodes on YouTube for you guys to, you know, follow along and stuff. It's on my last one is completely on YouTube. It was recent today. All right, what do you want? What do you want? Hey Crowder, please read my last message. Unpopular opinion. I think that if Sim didn't stop playing tournaments, he would still be on the top with HusKerrs. That's not an unpopular opinion. I think that's a very popular opinion. I think Symphony is one of the best Warzone players in the world. I just also think he just doesn't really enjoy tournaments as much. A cracked lobby average. Yeah, like, bro, a cracked lobby is an average of a 1.4 KD. Like, that's not, like, to a pro player, that's not something that scares them. And even pro Warzone players. I think it's the other way around. But we went more in depth about that. I'm telling you, go check out the YouTube Crowder Hours podcast. I promise you guys, you will love it. I'm going to be doing this as much as I can. I'm going to be following so much Warzone content and Warzone stuff in the Warzone community, as well as talking about a bunch of other bullshit in a lot of these episodes. So and this is always going to be live chat, like live talking to you guys, having a lot of fun. So you guys let me know if you guys like it. Yesterday, you guys all really liked this content, so I did it again. You know what I mean? What do you think about Tfue? I think Tfue is really good. I think he's really fun to play with too, personally. We play with him a lot. Congrats on the major, man. You're one hell of a coach. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'd love to be watching Atlanta FaZe versus 4 streamers and some of the CDL gameplay. I mean, you kind of saw that in the beginning of this, when Cold War first came out, and you saw some of the streamers play in like the 4v4 hardpoint stuff, and like the 4v4 Cold War tournaments, and you saw like, just like the difference in that. But that's because like pros have just played pro style for so long, it's a whole different world, dude. It's very hard to do both. Hello, Tfue's delivery boy. I'm a first-year COD player and was able to bring my KD up to a 2.5, to a weekly 2.5 at times. Is it reasonable to think I can keep getting better with effort, or is there a ceiling? I don't know. I mean, bro, if you're a first-year COD player, that's pretty impressive. I don't know exactly, like, what your ceiling would be without, like, really playing with you and seeing you play and, like, seeing how quickly you've improved and also, like, where you started. But, bro, that's impressive, dude. Definitely keep fucking grinding, for sure. That's, like, really, really good. Bro, a 2.5 KD, you're in like the top 1% of the world, like publicly, the public matches. If you had to help someone go from average with a 1.5K to be able to compete in kill races and tournaments, how or what would you tell them? Watch the best players in the world and see how they position themselves. Watch your own gameplay and see what gets you killed the most. And then get your gunny up as much as possible by constantly playing bots, multiplayer, and plunder, and just as much reps as you can to get your gunny up. But watching the best players in the world, man, you'll be surprised how much different you play than them most of the time, and how they approach every gunfight and how they approach every situation. And then also, if you watch your own gameplay back, you'll be surprised probably like your tendency of what gets you killed the most. Like, speaking personally, the tendency that gets me killed the most in like a series format, which I've played Warzone seriously very little, but when I do play Warzone seriously, like, I usually don't wait to get the first pick before I run into the building. I will run into the building and try and world star like 16 people before getting the first pick, and then sometimes you can't do anything about that. So if I were to slow down, like if I was a competitive Warzone player, which I'm not, unfortunately, I don't have the time, I would probably have to work on slowing my gameplay down a little bit to get the opening blood or two, then go in for it. And I guarantee you, you probably do like silly mistakes like that or other things that you don't even know about. So watching your own gameplay is probably the best thing ever. I like Crowder Hours. I like you, Joe. Joe, if you ever want to hop on and talk, bro, feel free. I'll take any Warzone creator to talk to and bullshit too. This is not just like me. Like, if you're ever in here and you want to talk or some shit, you let me know and we'll do it. I'd love hear other people's opinions and other shit and just talk to the chat, man. This is more just like being transparent with the chat and just having some fun. Bro, custom Warzone lobbies have it's weird. Dude, again, if this goes on YouTube, in the comments below, would love to fucking hear what you have to say. And on top of this, in the chat, let us know. Bro, Warzone custom game lobbies, I think, have the potential to be incredible. But now, this is where the line gets caught, like, drawn, and where it becomes hard. And what I mean by that is claymores, RPGs, bouncing betties, gas grenades, anything others that's super lame. I'm probably forgetting a billion other things, right? Riot shields, all that stupid stuff that's considered cheesy. Camping rooftops, everything. That's considered cheesy in pubs and all of that. But at the end of the day, the end goal in a battle royale is to win, to be the last person standing. So, like, realistically, that's, like, not cheesy, but it is. Like, stopping power, dead silence, all that stuff. So it's like, do you think the way it should be scored is by kills, placement points, like an algorithm to, like, put that all together, and then boom, that gives you the best skill set? Or do you think it should be like the last person standing wins? Because, like, realistically, in the competitive scene, my personal opinion, I think it has to have an algorithm of kills, placement points, and like you play 5 games. The team that has the best average like placement or points in general at the end wins. Because I think like it's not fun to watch someone sit on a rooftop for 25 minutes. You know what I mean? JoeWo says, with a competitive scene like Apex or Fortnite, you have a clear skill gap and longer TTK compared to Warzone. And that's my thing. So with Warzone having such a low TTK and like not a big skill gap in between aim, I personally think like you need to have kills mean something, because I don't think you deserve to win the tournament if you sat on a rooftop to the end game and you got like 3rd place. You could be pretty bad and probably get like top 5 or 6 in a Warzone lobby full of pros if you just camp the right building with recons and stuff. You know what I mean? So like I think the best way to do it, in my opinion, and this could be like I can totally see why people disagree with this, is kills are points, placement points like from top 10 and up are points, and you have like the best way to balance both of those to get like your points at the end of the game. And then say you play like 5 or 6 games. Out of those 5 or 6 games, the team with the best points at the end, like the most total added up, wins. So if you have like 5 really good games with a bunch of kills and a bunch of high placements, you're good. So when people think the best players are fighting, it's fun. It doesn't matter how cracked you are. You can die to anyone sitting on a rooftop. That's my point. So I think like early game fights and fights in general have to be important, because if they're not, it will like no one will ever fight each other. Why would you fight anybody if the fights are not important? So kills have to mean something. But I think with kills meaning something, I also think placings need to mean something. But I think if you just get like 10 kills and you die and you get 28th place, I think that's stupid. But if you get 10 or 20 kills and you die and you get 6th place, it's smart. So I think kills need to be points, and then placement points from like top 10 or top 12 and up or something needs to give you a little bit of a boost too. But a win can help you out a lot. Like I think a win should be important. So like maybe 1, 2, and 3 placement points are a little bit higher, but you have to figure it out. And if you can come up with the best way to make that possible, I think that's a really, really big step. And then after that big step, I think claymores are kind of stupid, because claymores take the teamwork out of things, right? You can kind of you can get on top of a roof and place a claymore down. You can't really counter that. Uncounterable stuff, in my opinion, shouldn't be in a competitive aspect. You can't really counter a claymore. You can't really counter a mine. So it's kind of tough. You can counter stuns because you can literally use a perk to counter stuns. You can counter other things, but you can't counter claymores and all this stuff. So like the uncounterable stuff like dead silence, stopping power, claymores, so on and so forth, gone. If you can get those gone and then have a really, really good placement point system, man, bro, I think that would be really cool. I think that would be really cool. You can hack them with spotter. Wait, can you really? I didn't even know that. But that's not a good enough counter, in my opinion. I don't think that perk's a good enough counter, where I think the tac mask perk is a big enough counter. You see where I'm coming from? Does that make sense? I think you have to have a better counter than that perk, where I think the stun perk kind of works a little bit more. I don't think it's a good enough counter to reword what I said. Hello, Destroy. Hey, bro, we got a bunch of fucking top tier creators in here, man. Destroy's another person that can easily win the tournament tomorrow, chat. Say hello to Destroy. So I think that's how you have to do it. I personally think, dude, if you can get the private match system to work and like make it really, really cool like that, bro, I think it would be fucking awesome. So cool. I would even like to play that, bro. Playing like a sweaty private match with the right system, like pointing system, would be really, really fucking fun, dude. But you have to make fights important for people to actually feel the need to fight. Like if I see Destroy and JoeWo on a building over there, or like, not on a building, say they're like in the middle of a field, killing them would help me get points. If it didn't help me get points, I'm not fighting JoeWo and Destroy. I'm not taking the chances of getting fucking sniped in the face. You know what I mean? There's no point. Why would I fight that? I'm just going to go to the center of the circle and hide. Placements could be a kill point multiplier. There you go. That would be awesome. If you're top 10 and you get kills, it multiplies your points because you're top 10 already and it multiplies your points. That is fucking awesome. Like something like that, dude, if that gets made in Warzone, I truly believe Warzone would blow up more than it's already blown up. I think it would be insane. You put $100,000 on the line or $200,000, $300,000 on the line, and you drop the 150 best players in the world with the right fucking pointing system, and I think that would have the viewership. It would have insane amount of watchability. Like, that's not even a fucking word. Maybe. I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about. Some people also aren't thinking about the servers. In the CDL, players don't play on dedicated servers. I couldn't imagine me on a play. No, the CDL players play on dedicated servers. But, like, fairly. But, like, in my opinion, Joe, I think the way you would have to do it for servers is, I think for that right now, you would have to have, like, a West Coast and East Coast kind of thing. You know what I mean? But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, like, I think that's the problem with it. It's like, I think you'd have to split that into different things. But Joe, hear me out, Joe. All right, fine. We're talking about online servers. JoeWo and Destroyer, whoever's in here, I'm sure you guys would be fucking down for this because you guys are competitors at heart. Dude, imagine right now, you guys had a West Coast, East Coast, European, Australian, Asian, I don't give a shit. Any region that you want to put in, they all do their online qualifiers and stuff like to qualify, and then you do a World Cup like fucking Fortnite did. Imagine that. You do a World Cup like Fortnite did on LAN. Warzone World fucking Cup. Think about that. Think about how much viewers that would have if they executed on that. Bro, the CDL's popping. The CDL's popping off. It's fucking insane. It's doing great. We're having world championships. We're doing a bunch of shit on the CDL. Imagine the same thing, but in Warzone, dude. Imagine the same thing, but in Warzone. Motherfuckers will be getting signed to contracts to be content creators in Warzone pros. Like, dude, think about that. Think about how fucking awesome that would be. Like, I'm telling you, dude, I'm on to something. I'm not wrong. I think everyone, if this goes on the YouTube too, in the comments, in the chat, would believe. Like, imagine, dude, you do all your online qualifiers like Fortnite did, and then you execute like a 150 player World Cup. The best teams in Asia, the best teams in Europe, the best teams in North America, the best teams like everywhere. And like you do a World Cup in the United States, London, I don't care where it is. It doesn't matter. And then boom, you do a fucking crazy thing like that. Imagine how cool that would be. I have a dumb question, but I'm new to COD. How does the LAN event work with specific monitors, computers, and stuff? The CDL provides you the same monitor and the same PC and like the same equipment, other than obviously like your controller and stuff can be, you know, depending on like who you're sponsored by. But so yeah, it would be like it's all the same thing. So like the league, and when LANs come back, Joe, basically everyone buys the CDL monitor to practice on the same monitor that you would be playing on LAN. You don't have to do that, but obviously most people do because that makes the most sense. You know what I mean? If you have the specific monitor, you're going to go out to your local Best Buy, buy that monitor, and then use that all day online so you're used to it when you get to the LAN. You know what I mean? And then the CDL, like you have CDL equipment, like computers that they send you that you have to use. And those get checked and stuff for cheats and a bunch of other stuff. It's like, it's super, super, super thorough. When I played a Fortnite LAN, they asked what setup we use, and they bought it all brand new for us, and we used it there. That's another thing too. That would be pretty cool. Like, that would be pretty cool. Like, that's like, I don't know, that's a lot of money, but that would be pretty dope too. I think what they would have to do is just use like a specific monitor. Like, announce dude, if you announced the monitor months before, there's no excuse not to go out and get that monitor. You know what I mean? And then the computers, all they would have to do is provide like a specific computer. Like, if they all had 3080s and you're all getting the FPS that you need to do and all that kind of stuff, you know, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, I always hear 150 best players in the world, but what about the lot of us that are just as good with teammates, but get no recognition because of how hard it is to develop a platform? How do we get ourselves in the pool play to these big tournaments? Ghosties. That's the best thing about what I'm talking about, dude, is this World Series thing that, of course, is all hypothetical in my head and what we're bullshitting about right now. Bro, it would be like open to the public just like Fortnite did it. You would have your online qualifiers. Of course, hacking and stuff would be a big pain in the ass. That would, you know, there would be a huge wrench in that. But online qualifiers, may the best of the best qualify, you know? I think that's how it would be done for anyone. Any random person that might be nasty, that doesn't average thousands of viewers, might have a chance. You know what I mean? You have no idea. Like, I think you'd have to make it public. And I think everything that I'm saying, if that all came together in one ball, I think, I think it would be wild. Do you think the NYSL knew that the World Series of Warzone was coming? That's why they signed Aiden? If I could take a guess, probably, but I have no idea. I have no insight on that. But I mean, if I could take a guess, yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's probably why you're going to see a lot of people get signed. I'm sure, but I have no idea. Look at Booga. He was unknown and won the Fortnite World Cup. But that's what I mean, dude. Like, you can have, like, these crazy moments, dude, of that. And it would be cool, too, because, like, you would have to go to LAN and you wouldn't be able to cheat because, like, the computers would be provided by them. And it would just, like, it would just be a really cool thing to see, man. Apparently, this has been in the works for a long time. Yeah, so there you go, Joe. I'm sure NYSL probably knew. I'm sure organizations probably knew. But who knows? It would be really cool to see. Yeah, dude, this is a cool concept that we're talking about. I don't know if it would ever become real, but it's still something cool to talk about. But, like, dude, you don't even, like, now going back to the whole public World Cup thing and everything, either way, the Warzone custom lobbies, you can still do, like, an East Coast tournament, a West Coast tournament, even, like, with your favorite streamers. I know that's technically not the best players in the world because there might be people that don't have a lot of viewers, but you could still do custom lobbies if we're going back to step one. And step one is just coming up with the algorithm that gives you the best amount of, like, kills that matter with placement points. You know what I mean? The only issue is for me and my friends in Kenya and majority of Africa, ping plays such a big role. Hoping COD does what Fortnite did and make African servers. They aren't all the way in South Africa, but benefit. Yeah, or SA. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like, yeah, that stuff is pretty tough. Like, that's really hard. Like, obviously, that's so above my pay grade and stuff. But I know what you mean, for sure. That's got to be tough. I'm sorry. But yeah, dude, that's gonna wrap it up for this. You know, wrap it up. I guess we can call it this Crowder Hours and stuff. You know, for this podcast, I'm sure this will all get thrown on YouTube again because, you know, you guys like this shit, and I'm sure the YouTube comments and stuff will have a field day with what we just talked about. But yeah, bro, basically what I want to do before we wrap this up fully, Francis with the 5 gifted subs, thank you very much, is eventually I want to talk about this shit and have other Warzone creators. Like, I know we have JoeWo and Destroy in the chat, but I literally want to get other Warzone creators, like, in the call and just bullshit about what's going on. Like Joe, for example, like, I know he's still here. The shit that happened with Isaac and Booyah, like, let's fucking bullshit about it, bro. Let's bullshit about it. I'd love a Crowder X JoeWo Warzone Crowder Hours Day. That's what I mean, bro. Destroy's in here. Like, bro, if you guys are ever in, if I'm ever doing this and you guys are ever in to talk about either when you guys are inevitably going to win another tournament again, like, get in here. Let's fucking bullshit about Warzone. I don't give a shit. Answer fucking chats from the question. I'm down to do it. Cover the fucking drama. Cover the fucking crazy shit that happens in fucking tournaments, dude. I don't give a shit. So we'll have a lot of fun with it. But I'm going to call it for now. But yeah, Destroyer Joe, if I'm ever doing this, bro, and you guys want to hop in, bro, you know, you bang my line, bro. We can bullshit, gossip. I don't give a shit. We'll do whatever. We will do whatever.